Hello everybody, here we are doing another DIY project at the house. Fixing a lawnmower tire that just won't hold air. So I'll flip this going on. So this front left tire, and actually the right rear also, but not to the extent that this one does. This one loses air almost every day, and usually when I go to mow the grass, I'll just throw 20 pounds of air in these two tires and it'll mow. But this one is losing air very rapidly now, so either something's going on with it. Don't know if it's dry rot, don't know if it's a punctured tube. I don't even know if these are tubeless tires or not. But what we're going to do is we're going to just take it off the tractor so we can actually put it on a bench and look at it better. We might even do a water test with this thing. So I pulled the cap off. It just pulls off, and I put it up on the jack to get it off the ground. Looks like it's got a cotter pin in it, and it just pulls off. So we're going to get some tools, some pliers, and get this tire off the tractor and get it up on the bench so we can look at it better and see what's going on with it, why it's not holding air. So we'll get that done. Okay, we got the tire off. Let's just pull the cotter pin, the wheel comes right off. I think there was one washer on there. And went to tried a couple things. Our kitchen sink isn't big enough for this tire. So I went and got a tote, because we got lots of empty totes. Filled it with water. There's my water spigot. That's why we're over here next to the house. And then we're going to take this tire and just simply put it in the tote. And I have a suspicion it's the stem. So if that's the case, we'll just have to get another stem. But we're going to push it down and see where it bubbles. The stem doesn't seem to be leaking. I wonder if the tires is dry rotted. I don't really see any bubbles coming up. I got the whole tire submerged. It could be just a dry rotted tire. It is a tubeless tire. Some people have put the green foam in it, and I might do that on this one. Oh, I do see a few bubbles now coming from the other side. Let me flip this over. Ooh, it's dirty. And push it down. Being a tubeless tire, it could be some part of the rim too. Oh, I see some over here. Okay, hold on. I think it's coming right here somewhere. Ooh, in the sidewall. Right there in the sidewall? Right there. Interesting. There is a slice on the tire right there. It's leaking right there. Well, you see it bubbling right there. I'm not sure if that means a new tire. I might price them and see what Walmart's got. Or you could put a tube in it. Or you could try the green foam theory and see if that works. Being on the sidewall, though, you can't really plug it. It's a slice in the tire, which I'm not sure why that slice is in the tire. But there it is. I'll have to do a little research and find out the best way to fix that.
Look at my new friend.
I see that.
CC.
CC.
This baby, this thing is like growing overnight.
It is.
And I want to get this done once and for all. And it's super hot out. I've got my long pants on because this thing likes to rip up my legs. I'm wearing my safety gloves. Probably should be wearing a long sleeve shirt because I know it does rip up my arms. But I wanted to check this guy out because I think we're going to need 2 of these and 2 people to get this done. Because I don't know if you've seen this from the side lately, but it's ginormous. Whoa.
It's talking to you.
It's talking to me, my little robot hand. So, and this one I haven't even used yet. So I don't see a safety on it.
And you have to turn it on to get it to power up.
So it is turned on.
Yep.
Okay. So if in doubt, read your manual. Always read your manual first. So there are 4 modes that you can use, which changes the cutting sizes. I think the biggest size is 1.8, which is good because there's some biggies on here that I want to test that out. Don't yell at me. So to get this thing started, once you've selected which mode you want, you have to hit this little trigger twice and then it'll start. It'll even keep track on here of how many cuts you've done.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
There it goes.
See, it's like a little robot.
So each time you cut, you have to pull the trigger.
Yep. And this is on 4. So let's get to it. Trying to think, I want to cut this baby back so much. It don't really matter.
You want to cut the biggest one first, don't you?
I do.
Wow.
Holy macaroni.
That was a big one.
Wow. And look at that nice clean cut.
Yeah, it is nice.
Ooh, Lord.
Well, carry on. Let's see how it works.
works.
There's so much to cut on this thing. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you got a new friend there. A new buddy.
People gonna drive by and be like, what happened over there? Oh.
And it's so fast.
That is crazy. Yeah, the other ones I've had, the manual ones, I couldn't even get to work. And then they went dull so fast too. And this comes with an extra blade.
Extra blade and battery.
And a nice little carrying case.
It does, yeah.
Wow.
You can even hear it crunch.
I cannot believe that. Look at this. Wow, this is so awesome.
I guess I got some cleanup to do.
There's definitely going to be cleanup for sure.
I'm usually the one doing that.
Well, you're also going to be over here helping.
I will.
We have 2 of these to use.
We do, yes.
So
this tree grows so fast it takes 2 people.
I think we're going to need them both. For sure.
Well,
like, I was shocked, even just from the last time I was out here cutting on this thing, which wasn't too long ago. I walked out today and this heat has been exceptional. And there's been a lot of rain. And I'm like, did this thing just grow back overnight?
Right now it's a prime growing season because we just had rain this morning and last night and the sun came out. So it is like humid over 85%. The heat index already is up over 100. So it's a little warm and toasty today, but we just wanted to try these out.
I'm going to be over here like Edward Scissorhands, one in each hand, and you're going to see the stuff flying around, and it's just going to be gorgeous.
Yes, and if you're interested in one of these, we're going to drop a link down in the description.
CC!
CC it is.
You know what else I didn't share about this one too?
What's that?
It clips onto that long pole.
Oh, that's right.
So you can get stuff that's really high to reach. And my goal here is to get this at a height where I don't have to get a ladder out.
Correct.
As well as get it tucked in closer to the house. So it's not taking up so much yard space.
So this will work well with the hedge trimmers we got and the other items, the chainsaw.
So even some of those trees out there with the smaller limbs, I could do a quick clip on those with the pole.
Yes.
This is just amazing. I can't believe it. Like, I'm still like floored at this sucker. That's really cool.
Well, I can't wait to get this working when it gets a little cooler.
Yeah, I don't know. This ain't getting all done today, that's for sure. It's a bit hot out, but this week, busy week.
So how do you rate it? You give it 2 thumbs up?
I give it 2 saws up.
2 saws up.
Oh, it got really hot out here yesterday.
Yeah.
So I didn't finish, and now it's really hot out here today, and I'm at the end of everything. But you know what I didn't even think about yesterday?
What's that?
Putting this bad boy on the pole.
There you go.
So I was all up in here trying to get into the plant, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I can snap this on the pole.
There you go.
So I just have, don't talk to me like that.
It's beeping at you.
I just have a couple of spots left, and let me tell you, I did a few whereabouts yesterday and chopped the heck out of this, so it looks terrible. It looks like a hot mess.
I see more sticks than leaves, but
it's gonna fill in.
It will fill in,
It's
yes.
gonna fill in nice. And let me tell you, this right here has been an absolute game changer. The whole thing, whether it's on the stick or not. But check it out, I could extend it even more if I wanted to, but this should be good enough.
Okay.
I just gotta get my fingers right on the button. I'm so delirious, it's hard to see. Oh, I forgot I'm delirious at this point.
Yeah, it's got a little power on button and it times out on you pretty quickly. And then it takes a little while for you to reset.
I think you can do that from there too, but at this point in the game, I'm tired and I can't see. I'm ready to call it, but I can reach all the way in there, which is super great.
Yeah,
Might
that's
be
nice.
a little hard to see,
I think we got it.
but you can look from the side and step back and you'll see how much I've trimmed off of this thing. You can even tell by the dirt.
Yeah, especially when you come around this side.
And like
You can see where this was out to here and it's been trimmed and rounded off.
this sucker's still huge.
It's still huge, yes.
But I'm gonna leave it alone for the rest of the season. Brett, don't believe me.
Hey, I'm just going with it.
And you never know, because I may change my mind. But I think I'm done for the season. I'm gonna let it fill in with this heat and rain. And then next spring, it's gonna pop beautiful.
Yep, it's talking back at you
It's
again.
talking back like, hey, you forgot to shut me off. So that's good. That'll be good for the battery.
Yes.
But I'm just stoked because this thing is great. You can even do this.
Yeah, that's cool.
And like I said, it extends even more. Just always be careful using these because you've seen the branches this thing cuts and it does sound like
Yeah.
like bones crushing. So if you put your finger in the wrong place and you're not being careful, I think you could lose a finger.
So go ahead and get a baggie, huh?
So be careful. Don't
coming
play
all the way
around.
off.
This is not a toy.
Exactly.
But it is a serious game changer. So I love it. This has helped me do what I wanted to do. I didn't even shut it off right. It's yelling at me again. So this is what I've been wanting to do for the past 2 years. Finally, I got it done with the help of this little friend. And I'm super happy with it.
All right, and once again, that's the CC
Oh, they're shears.
shears. That's
Yes.
the word I'm looking for.
Si, senor, you like my shears?
I do. Okay, we're back on this lawnmower tire. So what I decided to do, because I went on ahead and put the tire back on, lifted it up. I'm able to spin the tire, and I'll tell you why that's important. I've deflated the air out of the tire. It was low, but I took a little more out, and typically what I do is just take a flat tip screwdriver, press down on the valve stem, which is located right here, and it lets the rest of the air out, pushing down on the tire. That doesn't get all the air out, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to take it down to a flat tire, basically. And according to the instructions on this stuff, you put the valve stem at the 6 o'clock position, and you screw this on there upside down. You shake this vigorously for 15 seconds. You fill it with the slime, and spin the tire to get it everywhere the slime needs to be. You want to spin the slime inside the tire. These are tubeless tires. The reason I decided to go with this is because we didn't have an actual intrusion into the tire. In other words, we didn't have a nail or a screw. This is what I think was I don't think it's a sliced tire. I think these tires are dry rotted, all of them actually, but only 2 of them are leaking. So right now at this time, I decided to use this. This is designed, it has little rubber particles in it, and it's designed to, the particles are designed to, the air, when you fill a tire up with this and with some air, bringing it up to its normal PSI, which on this tire is 14, then it will naturally spread and gravitate toward the leak. And because these are dry rotted tires, that's probably not the only leak I'm going to get in these tires. It's probably as the dry rot starts to spread, then it's probably just going to become more prevalent. But at least with the slime already in there, what I'm trying to do is extend the use of this tire. And I know some of you are going to go, well, why don't you just replace the tire? And I will eventually. But for $10 versus $25 a tire, plus you have to get it mounted. You might be able to mount that on the bench. I think it'll be a difficult mount with the, it just depends on the tire and how pliable it's going to be to get on the rim. They do have, lawnmower shops have tire mounting equipment, just like they do for cars in a car shop. But there's going to be a fee for that. I don't know what it is. Let's say it's another $10. So now you're $20 in. I don't know. So $25 plus another 10, you're at $35 in on each tire, times 4. They're all going to have some dry rot. Right now I just have a problem with a slow leak on 2 tires. This tire is the worst of the 2. And then this right rear back tire, I also have to add air to that. Now I've let some of the air out because I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to give this a slime tire treatment and see if I can't just extend the use of the tires, because the tires are in good shape. But I bought this lawnmower down in Alabama, and where he was storing it I think was mostly outside, and he covered it up. So these tires were probably exposed to rain, heat, cold, and the sun, which is the biggest culprit of damaging rubber, is the sun. So I'm just going to try to get a little more life out of these tires and slime them. This one, I did go to the car mechanic there at Walmart and asked him his opinion. Of course, his opinion is just that, an opinion. But you take that, you take his opinion, you read the instructions, you formulate your own opinion, and then you look at the tire, what caused it to leak, and you decide, I'm going to decide to use this and try to extend the life of these tires over time. I think I can get at least 2 or 3 mowing seasons out of these tires without having to buy new tires. I'm not against buying new tires, I'm just against buying new tires right now. I want to try this. So when I did buy this, I've got another one here I also bought, and it's the next step up. It's the Fix-A-Flat, and the guy at the shop said Fix-A-Flat's the original. I'd go with the original over the Tech brand, the Walmart brand. This was about $12, so not much more. It's a bigger can because it's sized for bigger cars, SUVs. I think this is crossovers and wagons. So they do have one for SUVs that's even bigger for this, but I think this would work nicely in an emergency situation. It has a hose. You don't have to apply all of it. You have something on the road for a roadside repair. I'm going to keep this in the car because the car does not have a spare tire, and this would at least get me home to where I can fix it. Then when we go hit the road and we're towing the Jeep, then I'll take it from the car and throw it in the Jeep, and then I would have a roadside fix for the Jeep until I get it home to fix it. And there is a spare tire on the Jeep, so I have that option too. But this would be a quickie fix on the road if it's like super hot or you're in a bad area, you want to get out of that area. Put this in the tire to get it going, and yeah, so that's my fix. So I bought a can of each. I bought a can for the vehicles with no spare because the motorhome also has no spare. So if that were to get a flat, then I could put some of this in it and at least get it to a station where it could be serviced properly and you're not paying for a towing fee. So that's what I'm trying to do with this. is to get me to a stop where I'm not paying a towing fee and this can will have paid for itself. I'm not trying to ride on this hundreds and hundreds of miles. That's not what it's designed for. So that was my fix, and we'll see how that works out. So this will go back in the car while I'm here, and this will go into the lawnmower tire. So we're going to go ahead, I'll reposition the camera, and this front tire is ready to do the deed, and we'll see how that works out. Should be an easy repair. How long it lasts is just going to depend on how well we get it coated inside the tire and if it does stop the leak. I've heard pretty good things, pretty good reviews about these things, so we'll see how that works out. Okay, so reading the instructions here, I did take some air out of this tire because it had some in it. It was probably full enough to mow the yard with. The tire does stay up for 3 or 4 days, about 5 days, but I mow typically once a week, and by the time I get to it, which Tuesday is usually my mowing day, but that depends on weather. If it's raining that day, I might move it up or move it back, but I typically try to go with a week. We are on the 5th day of having not mowed the grass. It's Sunday. So I've prepared this by taking some air out of it because it had some air in it. I want to make sure to get some of this. Now I'm not going to use all of this. I'm going to use some of it because we're not using this on a car-sized tire. We're using it on a lawnmower. So I'm switching the application to be able to reuse this. So you put it in a 6 o'clock position. You're supposed to be able to just, the cap wants to come off. Well, we'll go ahead and take it off right now. And you turn this, I guess it's supposed to spin on. I've never used this stuff before, believe it or not. Oh, there it goes. Wanted to give this a little more of a shake. It looks like it's pretty liquidy. I did shake it some, but we'll shake it a little more. Put it back on there. I want to spin the tire too. Just to kind of get it around in there. I'm going to put it back on. You can hear it going in there. Okay, it's a small tire, so I'm going to use half this can in this tire and half on that back tire. Yeah, it feels like it's more than half empty actually. And we will respin this. Okay, got my handy dandy air here. I'm gonna get it up to 14 pounds. That's 20 pounds. That's more than enough. And I'm not sure why this cap's falling off. Huh. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. And then I'll put that back on there. Let me spin it. Whoop. Now the tire's bigger, so I gotta lift it again. Spin it. Okay. And then go ahead and take it back down. I'll put the cap back on there. And then we'll get moved over to the other tire and do the same thing. Okay, so we got it jacked up here on the back tire. Put it down to 6 o'clock position. I've also taken some air out of this tire as well. This one holds air a little better than the other one. I don't always have to put air in this tire every week, but I typically do. I'm going to run the rest of this in this tire. I can hear it going in there. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, let go. Okay, it feels pretty empty. Go ahead and give this tire a spin. Now, this tire's not going to spin as well because it's the rear tire. Really hard to get a good spin on this tire. Go ahead and fill it up with air. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm all sweaty already. It's all hot here. 84 degrees roughly. I mean, that's not really that hot, but it's very humid. But anyway, I digress. So we went on and got this taken care of. And what we want to do is, I've never worked with that slime before, so I did a little research. I talked to a tech, albeit a Walmart tech. He looked like he had been working with tires for a while. He knows more than me. And then reading and then watching a few videos, you take all this information, you get it from different sources, and then you come up with a plan. Now, this is not a huge problem, so if this is a fail, it's not a big fail. I can still go buy the tires. I just wanted to try this and see how it works. This is a used lawnmower. It runs really well. The mechanics of it are great. I've been very happy with it. It has some cosmetic issues. You can see the seat here is worn, and that's typical of these seats. They're not that well made. They're made of foam. And this is another indication that this tractor was left outside. The sun probably did this damage, mostly. And so the sun probably did the dry rot damage on these tires as well. Now, I can see a little bit of dry rot on all of these tires. This one does not leak, for instance. But if you look closely, you can see some dry rot right here. And that's exactly where the other tire started leaking. And this one does not leak. So it just depends. So we're going to hope that that's a good fix. Tried this slime, and then I got the other can for the vehicles I'll take with me as an emergency repair, just to get off the side of the road. And but hey, I'm going to call it good. So thank you for joining me here on another DIY here at the cabin. And this was an easy one. So if you think you have some old tractor tires, lawnmower tires, give this a try first before you go buy new tires. Anyway, hope you learned something, as I did as well. You guys have a great one. We'll catch you next time. I wanted to take a second and talk about what happens, and I failed to do this earlier, so I'm kind of going back, and I'll be inserting this. But I wanted to talk about why it was that low tires on a lawnmower can cause some problems. Not just for the obvious, but it also affects the result of your mowing job. So this grass has grown in a little bit since I first cut it, but I just still want to show you, because what happened is it can cause these scalpings. Landscapers call this scalping the yard. That means the mower took a turn and the blade dipped down in that spot, and it can be because the tires were underinflated. And so when the mower leaned in the corner, of course the mower deck is going to drop down. It's going to scalp the ground. I also noticed there was a lot of race tracks, what I call it. It's filled in now, but you can kind of see it a little bit if you look hard. You can see the racetrack looking stripes in the yard where one side cut higher than the other. That can also be a result of one tire being lower than the other. or one side being lower than the other. And I've looked at this deck and it looks fine. I've measured it with a tape measure and it looks fine. I even changed out the blades and the blades looked fine. So I even asked Therese, because she used to be a landscaper professionally, and she right away said, what about your tires? I'm like, I am having problems with those tires. So she actually brought it to my attention first. But here's some scalping that is starting to grow back in. It just takes longer, as you can see. But there's a lot of scalping going on here. And that can be bad because it can expose your yard to fungus and other misfortunes of your lawn. And you want your lawn to be nice and a clean cut and an even cut. And underinflated tires can create an uneven cut. I guess that's what I'm summarizing here. So I just wanted to throw this clip in there and explain why it was I was concerned with these tires. And you can see the race stripes here. See the dark green and the light green? That's different heights of grass. But hopefully we'll get that fixed next time we mow.